Hi guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. So we're going to be doing another ship today, and this one is actually a Ketch rig Chinese junk. So a Ketch is pretty similar to a schooner, and it's similar in the same way that it has the same type of sails. Now, obviously the Chinese sails, they're all kind of this direction, I guess, but like a schooner sail. But it's got the bigger mast on the front, so it's a little bit odd. I don't like it that much, but it's mainly to do and show variation and different types of sails that you can do with the Oriental rigs. So the text track I'm actually using is Conquest. As you guys know, I use Conquest quite a lot, and that has a lot of these metadatas, for example, like the flies and barrels and things, which allows a lot of interior detail, but also the actual red, well, the wood is actually red in certain biomes. So this is actually birch forest, weirdly, over in the ocean, and it'll change it into red instead of it having orange. As you can see, it's normal, so there you go, you can see the kind of different materials on it, which is pretty cool. Also has loads of trapdoors and things, so that's just like the texture pack itself, but you will be able to build this one in default if you want to. It's just these extras that you get with Conquest, which is always really nice for detailing. So let's get on to it. How long is the actual ship? It's 30 blocks long in total. It's 11 blocks wide, and it's a total of 25 high. So that is actually from, well, right from the bottom. There you go, so right down here. As you can see, there's only 2 blocks underneath the water. Now, when I'm building this, I'll be building it on land. I'll explain that in that section also. But we basically just got 2 blocks here, and then it goes up, you know. So it's not too bad. But quickly, I'm just going to show you guys the actual interior for it. So what I've actually built. Obviously, there's loads of different ideas. This is, again, Conquest specific with the nets and things, but lots and lots of barrels, lots of different things. So this is an actual fishing ship. So we've got some actual fish. We've got some weird supplies there. I have no idea what those are. We've got the main hold down here, and you can actually see down, and you'll be able to lower things down from this. You can actually get up, obviously, with these, with the ladders, which is quite nice. Quite a nice little touch. Now, if we actually go up to the top, there you go. You can see that here's where the guy actually steers. Now, these didn't actually use really steering wheels. They would most often have basically a stick that goes all the way through the ship right to here, and you just move the stick side to side. The reason I've gone with a wheel is because it's quite small. If I did a stick through here, it would just completely ruin the actual cabin interior, and you'd have a massive hole going through. And in Minecraft, it doesn't quite work. In real life, it does. But that's why I've gone with a wheel, just a nice little simple wheel. So I'll be teaching you guys how to do that. But it depends on how accurate you want to be. But it doesn't. This one actually doesn't have the actual circular bits in. I'll actually show that at a later stage, I think, in the tutorial as an improved version. But yep, it's pretty easy. So let's just have a quick look inside as well. Got a nice small cabin. Very simple. A little furnace and a couple of bunk beds. What else we got down here? There you go. You got the actual hold in here. So you can see it's actually quite big. You can actually fit quite a lot. There we go. Got a load of grain and things all piled up there. A couple of barrels, and it's pretty simple. Just 2 small ladders to basically get out. A ladder at the front, and then there's also obviously those steps. But yeah, let's just switch over to default so that you guys get an idea of it in that. Okay, so this is what the ship looks like in default. So there you go. You can see that it still looks completely and utterly fine. Just color-wise, it's a little bit off. Now, with this, you could either use Acacia, as I'm going to be showing you guys how to use, or you can actually use something like Jungle. It's kind of a bit difficult. I'd probably go with Acacia because it's a bit of a stronger color. But as you can see, there you go. You get your Jungle, which would be a little bit less strong, but I kind of do, even though it's orange instead of red, I still recommend using the Acacia because it will give you just a different color, and nobody uses Acacia on ships, really. So there you go, that is it. As you can see, all the kind of specific blocks are all gone, so they're just like covered in cobwebs, but in Conquest it looks good. So what we're going to do is we're going to go onto the tutorial world, and we'll get started for you guys. Okay, so here it is in my kind of flat world, and the reason I do it on a flat world is just simply you can actually see it quite easily. I can also just lay out the actual layers here, so I can actually learn these and double check as well really, really quickly. But the main materials we're actually going to be using for this are kind of like dark oak and acacia, but also the rudder is actually made out of a different material, and we're actually going to be using spruce, and we're even going to be doing something a little bit different like this, which I'll explain actually when we get around to it, I think, because it'll make more sense later on. But it's stupidly easy. Now, as I said before, it's just going to be 1 layer of black, or what you saw in the intro section. There's just going to be 1 layer of this black, so you're just going to be 2 blocks into the water. So, what the hell does that mean? And people do get stuck with this, so no worries. What I'll do is, if this is the water, and the reason I'm not doing water is because it just spills everywhere, what you're going to do is place a block right next to that water so it's covered in it, and you're just going to go down by one. So it's just going to be basically one block underwater, really. But I count this as a water block because of where the water line is. So just go down one block, and that'll be your starting block. That'll be your kind of like first block that you're going to be using. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you do use this tutorial or this build on your map or your server, please do give me credit for my design. Just shove up, for example, up here or there or something, just a sign saying original design by Lord Daka. That's absolutely fine. And it really helps my channel grow, and then you guys get more of this, so it kind of helps you guys out too. Anyway, enough blabbering on. Let's just find a nice little free spot. And this is the way that I actually do my tutorials. I'll be showing you how to do half of it, which sounds a bit weird. But an example would be this. So we went 1, 2, and then 1. And I'd say do it on the other side, and you just have a look at this and you go, okay, I just need to fill that in, because it's just mirroring it on the other side, and it doesn't, you don't really need to see that. Yeah, you'll see what I mean, and the bottom layer is a little bit different anyway. We're going to go 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3. We're then going to move outwards to here, and we're going to have another 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3, and another 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3. Now what we're going to do is going to have 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're going to move inwards towards the center line, so you get this as like a center line here, and it'll make more sense after we've done the first layer. So moving inwards, we're going to have 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3. Then move it in again, and we're going to have 2, 1, 2. And now what we're going to do is just going to go and place a block right in this bit here. So what I'd usually do is I'd say, do it on the other side, and we'll get on to the next one. And what you do is you pause this video, do it on the other side, and then we'll just get on, because it's really easy, and if you get stuck, you can always watch that section, especially if you've just paused it. And you also notice that in the top, well, left-hand corner right up here, there'll be the actual number of the layer that we're on, which always helps you guys out, and it helps me out as well. So there we go. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. You have 1, 2, and you'll see that that kind of joins up. All you need to do is then just fill in this bottom layer, and also, before I forget, we're going to have a 3 block gap here, so you're going to go 1, 2, 3. And we're going to have 2 blocks of spruce wood this time, so we're not using the dark oak that we're using down here, we're using spruce for this back bit. So there you go, you got that there, so fill that in, and we'll get on to the next layer. Okay, and now for layer number 2. So what we're going to do is, if you come to the front, place a block directly on top of the last one right here. So you got one directly on top, and then just put one on the front. So you get 2 in total. What we're then going to do is going to have a 1. So you've noticed I've now turned around to this way. Also use this ship if you get stuck on direction. It's really useful in the background, and I always try to keep it in view as much as I can anyway. It's quite a small one, so it's a bit difficult. But what we're going to have off this 2 is we're going to have a 1. So you can see that goes there. Then what we're going to do is going to have a 3, 1, 2, 3, another 3, 1, 2, 3, then a 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now we're going to move inwards again, so we're going to have 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3, and 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3, and this one also goes straight across the back, so you're going to go 1, 2, like that. You'll notice that there's quite a lot of gaps in this, but first what we're going to do is, you guys will pause the video and then basically do it on the other side, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it with you this time, because it's the first one. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3. Then I think it's another 3 blocks, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, something like that. Yep. So I'll just do a spot check and then just join across the back here. Now you'll notice there's a load and load of gaps. If you ever see these, and sometimes I do miss out saying where they are, all you're going to do is just fill in on the layer that you've just done. So that'll be coming up, unless I say otherwise. My submarines are a little bit different, but you guys will know that. But this is obviously for just normal ships. We'll just do that. Now that'll just cover it up like that. All we need to do now is just go onto the back, and we're going to have 2 blocks of spruce on here. We're going to have a spruce wood stair looking that way. So it's looking towards the actual main bulk of the ship. But that is it for layer number 2. Okay, now for layer number 3. So what we're going to do is go to the front, place a block directly on top, and go forwards like 1, or like 1. Go forwards by 1, just like we did a minute ago. So there you go, you get 1 there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have a 1, and then we're going to have a 2, 1, 2, then a 3, 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to have 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now we're going to move inwards and have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we're going to have 2 going across this way. So we've got 2 going across that way. So you guys are just going to do the same on the other side as well, but I'll leave that. And in this one, you can just put a block in there, I guess. You don't really need to, I don't think. But just for this rudder piece, we're going to have a block right on top of that one. And we're going to have a stair right there. So that's in this spruce wood again. Now, what we're also going to do is put in one of these little circular pieces. And we'll put one down there as well. So because the rudders were quite heavy and quite big on Chinese junks, what they used to do is actually cut out small holes to make it a little bit easier to turn. I don't know why they made them so massive, but they did. They were absolutely huge compared to basically the Western ones. So yeah, just cut in a couple little holes there, and it'll basically be like that. They're usually diamond shaped on the real ones, if you actually have a look at the kind of Chinese junk ships. But that's it. So what you guys are going to do, pause the video, do that on the other side, and we'll get on to layer number 4. Okay, and now for layer number 4. So come to the front. Going to place one block directly on top, and that's all it's going to be this time. Now, junks have quite a kind of sharp, flat front of them, so they're a little bit different to the Western ships. But yeah, it's quite cool. So there we go. We got one block directly on top of that one. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have a 1, then a 2, 1, 2. Then we're going to have 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to have another 2, 1, 2. Now what you're going to do is you're going to switch to acacia wood, and we're going to have 9 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then switch back to your dark oak wood planks, and we're going to have 3 blocks, 1, 2, and 3. Then move in, and we're going to have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to grab some dark oak stairs. And we're just going to have upside down stairs going all the way across the back of this. Right to there. So what you guys will do is just do that on the other side as well. But you can also put in a little bit of detail, and these are just trapdoors on this side here, as you can see. So I think these are like for nets, I think I've decided to use these for. But you're just going to put them right on the end, leave one, and just work your way across there. So do the same on the other side, and we'll get on to the next one. Okay, and now for layer number 5. So come to the front, place a block directly on top, and put one block on each of these sides. So it gets a really, really flat kind of front piece here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to have 2, 1, 2. Then we're going to have a 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to have one piece of acacia wood right there. And this is going to be a real nightmare for me. But then what we're going to do, let's have a look here, there we go. I'm going to have a one piece of acacia wood here. Then we're going to have acacia wood stair here. Then we're going to have 6 slabs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then a stair going the other way. And don't worry, I'll cover this on the other side too. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have 3 blocks of acacia, 1, 2, 3. Then switch back to our dark oak planks, and we're going to have 4 pieces of dark, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then over on this bit, so we're going to move back again and inwards. We're going to have a total of 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this just goes straight across on top of the last layer. So, other side. Right here, we're going to have just 2 blocks, 1, 2. Then 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3. Now switch over to your acacia. Have 1 acacia on top of that one, so right behind those 3 blocks. Then on top of this block here, we're going to have acacia. Then an acacia wood stair. Then 6 slabs of acacia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Grab your stair, and this is going to turn towards the back of the ship. Put down your stair. Then 3 blocks of acacia again. 1, 2, 3. Then 4 blocks of dark oak wood planks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then on here you should have 1, 2, 3, and then 4 should connect in there. So it's a bit of a nightmare, but it's not too bad overall. I don't think it is anyway. I think I need to also put on my details, so don't forget your minor details on this as well. But that'll give us that bit. Now you'll notice that we haven't put in the deck yet. The reason being is we're going to build up just this back section, but we are pretty much done. Or we almost are done actually on this front bit. So we're just going to build up this last kind of raised bit on the front, and then what we'll do is we'll start doing the raised bit at the back, build the area for the cabin. I won't actually be showing you guys how to do the interior. I'll just do another walkthrough right at the end, as I did at the beginning, so you'll be able to just get some ideas. But it's going to rain now. That's brilliant. But we'll kind of build up that bit. So we'll do the front now and then the back, but it'll be obviously not as layered as it has been. So let's go on to that. Okay, so to finish up this kind of like front raised piece, what we're going to do is grab your dark oak wood planks. We're going to go 3 blocks on top, 1, 2, 3. So directly on top of the last ones. Then what we're going to do is we're just going to have 1 block here. And then we're going to have a 2, 1, 2. And now you're going to have an acacia wood stair right here, and then just 2 slabs, 1, 2. And that's it. That's what you're going to do for this bit. So there we go. We're going to go 1, 2 acacia wood stair, and 2 slabs. I know I said you could do it on the other side, but I guess for this ship, because it's so small, we can kind of just do it, can't we? So what we're going to do now is we're going to have an acacia wood stair right on the front, and just place that one there, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So just covering up that dark piece, because with this one what I've done is I've kind of layered it in the acacia wood just on top. So we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 like that. And that'll give us a nice kind of finish on this front piece here. So let's get onto this back bit. Okay, and now for the back raise section. This is going to be a little bit complicated. It's actually a lot more complicated than I thought it would be, but I'm sure we'll do fine. So what we're going to do, well, we've got this stair here. We're just going to leave that block and then go to the next one. We're going to place down a slab. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have a stair here. So this is acacia stair right there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have 2 blocks of acacia. 1, 2. Grab your dark oak planks, and then we're going to have 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. So those are just 3 blocks directly on the back of that. Then we're going to move inwards. We're going to have 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to have dark oak wood stairs just going across the back, just straight across the back like this. Like that. So we're going to do the same on the other side again. So there we go. We're going to have a slab here. Then we're going to have a stair right there. Then we're going to have 2 blocks. 1, 2. Then 3 blocks of dark oak planks. 1, 2, 3. Move in, 1, 2, 3, and then you've got your stairs going across the back there. So you can kind of see that section working. Now, we're going to have a go at this next layer, but the back bit is a little bit more complicated, so I'll probably have to have a look to actually see. But just like we did before, where we've got this stair, so we're going to move up 1. Okay, and give up on that. So if you guys just saw that bit, I just messed up completely. What we're actually going to do for this next layer anyway is, instead of going like we did here and leaving a block, right on top of this block, so find your stair, place down a slab, then you're going to have a stair. Then you're going to go block, slab down the bottom block. So this just creates a little gap, and you'll kind of see it later on. Then we're going to move inwards, and what we're going to do is going to have 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that's all we're going to do for the time being. I'm just going to jump over and have a look in a second. So we're going to go block, slab, stair, block, slab, stair, block, slab, block, sorry. And then we're going to have 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I'm just going to grab, or not grab, run over here. So that's what we've got here. So what we're going to do is we're going to have an upside down stair this way, I think. And I've already forgotten it. Okay, yeah, we got one there. So you got upside down stair pointing inwards on each side. And then we're going to have a slab. Then you can have a stair going down that way. So it's not on the inside, but it's just in the middle, like that. Now behind this, I can't remember what's actually behind this. Just seems to be some spruce wood. So we're going to get some spruce wood planks. And we're going to shove those in behind on this layer here. So there we go. So I'll just give it a different colour as well. Now for the next raise, what we're going to do, I'm just going to clear my inventory. We're just going to have some slabs, stairs, and acacia wood. So let's have a look to see if I can do this from eye. We're going to have the slabs directly on top. Where we've got this gap here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Then what we're going to do, you can see I'm having a sneak peek. We're going to have 1 slab here. Then we're going to have an acacia wood stair. Then 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. So we'll do the same on the other side. 1, 2, 3. Slab there. Then a stair. Then 3 blocks of acacia. 1, 2, 3. We'll have a look at how I finished this one off. I think it's quite simple. There you go. So it's quite simple. We're actually going to grab the anvil. Doesn't have to be slightly damaged like my one. I don't know why that one is. We're also going to grab some fence gates. We can grab actually a button and trapdoors as well, because we might as well get at least this bottom bit out, and then also a ladder as well. So I'll grab that. This bit's really easy. So if you grab your slab, we're just going to put a slab here, and then we're going to do 1 or 3 going across, just raised up slightly like that. Right in the back, put your anvil, and then put a fence gate on each side like that, so it just creates a nice little type of arch, I guess. It's closest. Now, with this button, I think I've gone just on the back. So just on the back, just put your buttons on here. On this actual top part here, just put your trapdoors. So you've got trapdoors on these sides, like that. And then down here, what we're going to have to do, if we just build up 3 blocks down here, we're going to do fence gate and punch that in, fence gate and punch that in, then in between we're going to have a ladder. So it's kind of like a weird little detail. This is for fishing lines and things. And nets that you can actually attach to the side. So there we go, if we just put those in like that. Now the next bit, we can actually put in a couple of these, well, a couple more ladders. So we've got ladder, ladder, ladder. So if we put a ladder there, there, and then there. So we're just going to go, basically, miss a block, put 1, miss a block, put 1. just on the bits that we can actually do. So we'll do the same on the other side. So we've got 1, 1, 1, like that. Really easy. But that gives us that kind of back detail. So that's quite simple, I think. What we're going to do now is we'll start setting out this part here. So this is where the actual bridge goes and also where the stairs go to get down. Because there is a bit of a weird... It's a little bit weird, this ship. It really is. But I'll actually lay that down so that you guys actually have an idea of where that's all going to be fitting in. So yeah, we'll get on to that. And yeah, then we just really got the sails to do. Okay, and now for us laying out all of the kind of, basically the deck plan, well not really the deck plan, the actual cabin, the raised little bit here, and I guess we can even put in the floor down here because it's pretty simple. I might have to run over and have a look at what I've done there when we're actually doing that section, but it's pretty easy. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our dark oak wood stairs, and where we've got this slab, we're just going to go towards the back until we find the first dark wood piece here, and we're going to put in a stair. Then we're going to put in another stair. So these are actually our little steps up. Not actually there, but there. So we've got one on the dark, and then one we got on the acacia. So hopefully that makes sense. So from this slab here, follow that along until you get to the first dark going towards the back, and that's where you actually place a stair. Now what we're going to do is, I believe this is right, and again I'll have to check because it's always difficult with these. But yeah, we're going to move backwards by 1 block. And we're just going to have a block here going up by 2. So we're going to have a block there. 1, 2. Now, this is actually where we're going to have the door in a bit, but we're just going to put in 2 more blocks there. And over on top of this, I believe. Now, this is really annoying me, because I did know this. It's because it's dropped down in 1 block. That's why it's confusing the hell out of me. So we'll put in this as well, as we get along to it. But we've just got this going across there. There we go. So, what we're going to do is we're going to cut out these ones. It's looking very odd in a minute. Going to put one in this way, then put one in that way, then put one in that way, just to make a little bit of detail there. We're also going to just build this down 1 more block, like that. And that's where the actual door's going to be, so we're going to have to actually lower on each side. So we're going to put in some, weirdly, some spruce wood stairs. I just wanted to do this for something different. So you go, get some stairs on each side. It's a little bit strange, but this will actually go down. Maybe I should have built this deck first, but oh well. And then on top of this, what we're going to do is going to have an upside down stair here, and an upside down stair on the other side. And then just join it across with slabs like that. So that's what we get for the little entrance. It looks kind of a bit odd, but it was my kind of attempt at like an Asian door frame type thing without it, well, with it being on a ship. So now what we're going to do is we're going to have our dark oak wood slabs. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and I'll just fill this up. It's at this level, so this, as soon as you get up on the stairs. Then what we're going to do is going to go 1, 2. So just 2 blocks going up on a slab. And then we're just going to have 1 here, which will just join on. So you get kind of like a raised back here. And you can see the actual spruce wood here, but it doesn't really matter. You could actually use dark oak there if you wanted to. But it really doesn't matter too much. So you go get your little cabin. You can see that this will just get hidden anyway, unless you want to use it as a shelf. So I'm just going to quickly have a look here. And we might actually do the raised bit first. We've just got 2. And then just 2, basically. So that's pretty easy. So let's have a look. If we just fill the main bit here. So if we go down 1 slab off this slab, and we're just going to fill this down here. And if we just go across to this bit, like there, and just join this here. And we're just going to fill all of this in. And we'll put in the actual hold as well, and all that. Little bits of detail in a second. There we go, cut that out. Put that down as well. And just keep on putting in slabs as much as we can. And around these little bits of stairs that we've got now, it kind of makes a little bit more sense. So then you get the drop down here. Now I actually put in a spruce wood stair, I think, down that bit too. Lower, I'm pretty sure I did. Again, I'll have to check, but then we'll just have a look where we're going here. So we've got 2 blocks there. Okay, that's fine. So if you come back to this front part, we're just going to go 1, 2 more of those. And they're going to go up by 2 slabs. Or 2 layers of slabs, or whatever you want to call it. And then the next one goes up by another 2 as well. So you get like a slight raise at the front and also the back. So there you go. If you actually go to here, you can kind of look over just about. And then this is really, really low down for dragging ship on. Fish on. There we go. What we're going to do here. So there you go. I've got an actual spruce wood plank here, and then it goes down in a couple of slabs, and then right here we've got another slab. So I'm going to just put that in for you guys. I've got a couple of extra little bits to do as well. So there we go, put that in. So if you grab a block of spruce wood planks, just shove those in right there. And I've already forgotten, but we had a slab going down to this bit, and they seem to be down on this section. So if you just put in a couple more slabs or blocks, you then get this back bit, which is actually pretty big for a cabin. Now on these two bits we can actually cut out those, also make this, or build this up. And then we're going to actually have a slab here that will let you down, and you can actually see there, you can actually walk down on each side. So you go get your slabs on those two sides, which just allows you to walk down, which I think is pretty cool. Now one thing that I did do is I actually put in a 3x3 carpet in this center section, and I was able to cut out this one here, this block right here, and actually put in glowstone. So there's a little bit of hidden lighting if you guys want to use that, and then it does mean that you have to cover up that back bit, and also this you'll see is quite lumpy, but all I did on mine I think is just double that up and just left it. But that's a good nice little bit of hidden lighting. So we've got that. Now what we're going to do, I can't remember what we're going to do, we're going to put it in the center section here. So we grab oak wood slabs and trapdoors, and it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're just going to have, if I can actually jump up, I'm getting caught in the cobwebs. Let's have a look here. We're going to have 7 of those. So from here, what we're going to do is we're just going to use another slab to mark this out. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to have 7 of the normal oak wood slabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we can just cut out on each of these sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then put in trapdoors here. So that makes a nice little functional one. Of course, it's survival friendly as well. So that does that. I don't know what I did on the underside of this. I might have just left it. Yep, I just left it, which is quite nice. So I can actually hang things off. So if we go down, actually clear out this beam here. Which if you've got Conquest, you can actually hang things off this bit here. But that'll give us a nice little hold. We can actually get into, and we can also now walk at least in and out of it, which I think is pretty neat. So what we're going to do now, we'll finish off this little bit here, actually, before we get any further. So we're going to need a cobblestone wall, we're going to need a lever and a trapdoor, and also a button. And is that it? That is it, I believe. Now I'm just going to have a quick look at my mechanism that I've used, because I might as well show you guys how to do this as well. But it seems to just come from nowhere, and then just goes into a spruce wood plank. That's absolutely fine. That's fine me. So there we go. Right on the back, put down your cobblestone wall. Now in Conquest there is a couple different basically cobblestone walls. I've used the dark oak wood planks if you guys are building this one in Conquest. If not, just normal basic will do, or a fence will do. They've also got a rope log in Conquest as well, which you can use, which I use for these. If not, just a normal log, anything that looks kind of circular. Then you're going to grab your levers and put those on and whack that down. Put a trapdoor on. And again, Conquest does have a wheel, one of these. But it's biome specific and it's a nightmare in single player. So we've got that, and then you just put a button on the back, and that's it. Nice and easy. If we go inside, what we're going to do is we're going to just bring one of those down, or I think it's from here, isn't it? I think it is actually there. So you could if you want to. Well, what I usually do is I usually put in a spruce wood plank to show that it's different, then have basically the beam going down like this until we actually get into this bit. And this is actually where we had that gap before. So at least it's then, there's something there. It doesn't really make any sense, and it's way too small to even make it make sense. But at least then you've got in the wheel. I think that is it for top details now. If I just have a quick fly through. Yep, that is pretty much it for the top details. All we've got to do now is one of the most difficult parts of this, which is the goddamn masks. So we're going to be doing the masts, and we'll start off with the small one, and we'll get onto the big one just to finish off. So well done so far. Okay, now for one of the masts at least, we're going to start with the smallest one. So this one right here, that you usually on a schooner would be on, or schooner would be on the actual front. But yeah, we're going to do the back one because it's smaller, and I haven't done a sail like this for a while. So we're going to have a look. But what I'm using dark oak and also the rope log. Now, what you can actually do, if you don't have that rope log, is just grab yourself a different type like oak wood, and then just use the oak wood. So use that in place of the rope. So where I've been using the rope, and you can see here I've used it to show where it's connected in. Just use oak instead. That'll work totally fine. There's absolutely no problems with using that. But anyway, we're just going to cut out behind that one, and we're going to put our normal logs going right up to there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to have, well, I'm going to say rope log, and I'm basically going to be alternating between those. So we're going to go rope, log, rope, log, rope, rope, log, log, rope, log, 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 and then we're going to have a cobblestone wall, and then a fence. So it looks a little bit odd. Now, if you guys don't have this one, I don't recommend using the actual cobblestone, but using just 2 lots of fence. So again, what we've got, and this is just a check, and you guys might just have, instead, you might have oak wood, then dark oak, then oak, and dark oak, and 2 rope, or two oak, 2 dark oak, 1 oak, then you're going to have 3 dark oak, then you have the thing there. So you might have it a little bit different and it might look a little bit different, but you guys will kind of use that and it will be as close as you guys can actually get. So that gives us the actual main kind of log, I guess. Now I'm going to have to be looking at this constantly because it is a nightmare. But there we go, that's where our first one's going to be. So if you grab your dark oak wood slabs, what we're going to do, on the second log one, now I've got logs obviously, but you might have, I've got ropes, you might have the logs. I'm going to just put a slab on the top part, and then we're going to have one on the bottom just overlapping here. Then we're just going to go up by 1 more, like this. We're now going to move outwards, but still have a slab up. So there we go. I'm going to have to re-put that in, aren't I? There we go. So we're going to move outwards here. So just moving towards the outside of the ship. And we're just going to do 3 slabs, moving their way up. So the way that I'm doing it here is just to make sure I don't delete stuff. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do it once more. So we go 1, 2, and 3. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is actually the same on the other side. So what we're going to do is we're going to just mirror it on the other side. So it's there. 2, 3, 1, 1. But this time it's going to move inwards. So you can see it actually moving in this way. Or at least I think it does. I'm pretty sure it does move exactly the same. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it does. Or there, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll do exactly the same with this one. 1, 2, 3. At least it's a little bit easier with this. I'm going to put in the sail last, weirdly. There we go. That gives us our first one. Now the second one, I'm again going to have a sneak peek. There we go. So this one is actually on the lower one out of the two different logs that you have. And this is again why I recommend doing that. But we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to move out and just have 2 of these moving up in slabs. So we're going to have 1. Oh, there we go. 1 and 2. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And then the next one's going to move out with a 4. So if we just put that up, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So hopefully that makes sense. So we've got 3, 2, 4. And that's what I'm counting here. How many of these are actually moving to the side? So I know that they're going to move up in slabs. So you get 3, 2, and then 4. Exact same on the other side. So if we do that as well. So we go. Oh, I did not want to delete that one. That was a real nightmare. There we go. 2 of those there. There. And like that. So there we go. Get it on the other side. It does look very weird at the minute, I admit. But there we go. Got that one there. Now what we're going to do is, and again, I'm going to have a look. So I know that this one's a little bit different. I think it's a drop. Yeah, it's in front of it instead. So we're going to switch over to stairs. Where we've got this rope block here, we're just going to move that one right to this one here. And this is going to be three of them going straight up. Let's go 1, 2, and also we're going to have to build a block here. There you go. So there. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to have 2 and 2. So we're going to move outwards, but it's still going to be moving up just purely in stairs. And have a 2. Like that. Then we're going to move outwards again and have another stair. So what we'll have to do is not that. We're going to have to move out to here somehow. There we go. Like that. 2. And then 2. So hopefully that doesn't make too much, isn't too difficult. But we're basically just moving up straight with stairs. Just moving like that. But we've moved it onto the side. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 2, and then 2. Now this is obviously, as you can see, the most difficult part of the whole ship is this damn the damn batten sails. They're a nightmare to actually figure out how to do because hardly anyone's done them. Actually, yeah, like really hardly anyone has done these in Minecraft before, but we're going to do the same on the other side. So there we go, do that there, and then over to here. So I'm just going to put that in. I'm actually going to grab a block on each of these. That might work a bit better. And actually that does work a lot better. There we go. That will speed you up quite a massive amount. Just put those in on the other side, but it's exactly the same on the other side. So we're starting to see a framework working. Now this one's a little bit different. I'm sure it's 1-1, and then we got this vertical bit. So I'll try and take my time with this because I'm going to have to anyway. But it's in front of that one again. So we've got this rope log. Just come forward to that one. We're going to go 1, 1. So we've got stair, stair. And now what we're going to do is we're actually going to have an upside down stair this way. A stair on top of it. It's a bit weird, but that's what we're going to have. Stair, stair, and then we've got these stairs. This is to basically, again, angle it just slightly. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move outwards. So if I just build a block here, I'm going to move outwards, and we're just going to have stair, and another stair, so ignore that one. And then just a slab will go on top. And that's all we need for that side. We actually don't do that one on the other side because of how small it is. It didn't really fit, whereas this one, you can kind of see that we were able to fit in an extra one. But we couldn't on that one. So there we go, we get that there. So that's our framework. A bit weird. Alright, I know it's a bit weird. But all we're going to do now is I'm going to run over here and have a look to see what we're going to be doing. It should just fit in basically behind it. And then we can actually start to shape it. But here we just got 1, 1, 3, well, straight down there. So if we do that quickly, if we just grab our red wool, we're going to have 1, 1, and then 3 going directly down, or most of them going directly down. Actually, this just goes straight down, I think. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to fill in with our red wool just down the bottom. They should just fit in the gaps. Now you don't want to have like an overhang like that, really, on these ships. You can do, it doesn't matter at all. And I think this goes right, yeah, this one actually goes right to the mast, right the way up. There we go, so we get like stuff like that, and then we're just going to fill in any gaps that we got. So this is where it gets a bit difficult, and this is a different way. I think this is a different way that I did it from the cat rig, but I'm going to see how this works, if it does work. But we're just going to fill in, yeah, like those. Get some shape already, and then fill this in. And fill that in. There we go. Fill that all the way up to the top. Should just fit in these gaps, and we'll probably, if there's an overlap, don't do it. So if, for example, that one shouldn't really be there because that's on top of a stair, so I'll take that one out. We can actually leave that in general. There we go. So we then get that, and also going to get another one there. Okay. So you should have something like this. Maybe even if we do it really straight and have it straight like that, maybe that works a little bit better. So you've got in here, you've got 1, 2, and then 4 with this little shaping bit here. So what I'm going to have a look at now is how I actually tried to shape it as such. So there we go, we got like this. So I've got a couple of little shapes in there, so it's quite easy. So because of the way that this sail is actually being pushed, the wind is going this way. You know, that's the way that it's pushing the sail. So we need to make it look like it is, because this is a little bit too straight. Could do it like that. It's absolutely fine. So what we're going to do first, though, also that's slightly different. I've done something wrong somewhere. I don't know why, because that has come out 1. It should be something else. Doesn't matter too much. But I've done something slightly different on this one than I did on the other one, which is really weird. I think it's because I have a 2 there, maybe. Let's have a look. No, it is 3, 2, 2 for those. It doesn't matter. I don't know what I've done. 3, 2, 2. So, yeah, we've got that. It might be that this is actually built in the wrong place. Probably this top piece here is in the wrong place for this sail. I think that's probably supposed to be drop down 1. If you want the exact same as this one, I'm pretty sure that is it. Yeah, so that's dropped down by 1. So if you want to change that, you can. If not, it doesn't matter. I'm actually not going to change it because I don't think we need to. But all we're going to do is we're going to take out a couple of these. We're going to basically push them out. So push that one out there. We need to do the same here as well. Push out that one. And we're going to push that one out as well. And maybe this one we might tuck. Actually, we can't tuck that one under, unfortunately. Shame. We could, if we wanted to, push that one out. So it then looks like basically what happens is these are like the actual masts, and the air kind of gets pushed in here, and you get little pockets like that. And this is the closest we can actually do in Minecraft to get to it. I don't actually like that one, so I'm going to push that one back. Right here, we're going to just make a little squiggle and actually put in an extra layer like that. And I think actually, just like I did on the other one, just knock out that one there, and that should do it. Actually, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. We could, again, down here, push one of those out. And maybe we will. Yeah, so we'll do that. But apart from my little minor thing, that wasn't actually too bad. So I'm going to try that same technique with this one. Because it's a bit bigger, it's a little bit more difficult, but hopefully that helps. I don't really know. These sails are, because they're different as well, they're really, really difficult to figure out, but we'll get on to this next mast. Okay, and now for setting up the next mast, what we're going to do, come right to the front here, and where we've gone, or where we go up just by one slab the first time, find your centre line. You can just use the oak woods for this, and cut that one out. And then we're going to grab our dark oak wood planks, or logs even, and just build that one up right there. And we can also cut out this as well, and we'll do that in a second. But we just want it to go to there, I think, anyway. Let's have a double check anyway. Yep, so just get it to there, where it's just one basically slab down. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do the rope log thing. So again, you know, switch with your dark oak and your oak wood, or you can use the kind of rope log if you've got this one. I'm going to be using the rope log as mentioned before. So anyway, what we're going to do is going to have rope, log, 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 rope, log, rope, rope, log, rope, log, rope. Then we're going to have 7 logs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we're going to have a cobblestone wall and then a fence, or 2 fences, depending on how you've got it. But you can see how much bigger that mast is and how much more of a pain it's going to be. But what we'll do quickly is we're going to grab just a couple of little bits. We're going to grab a trapdoor. And we're going to grab a ladder. We're going to grab a spruce wood plank. And also we're going to grab kind of cobblestone wall or fence. Either is fine. Oh God, I'm burping at the minute. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a trapdoor right here. And then we're going to have the ladder going down. 1, 2, 3. So there you go. You've got a ladder going into here. And it is a little bit of a pain, but you can get up it in survival. It's just that those are always going to be a pain. But you basically look upwards or look up. You have to look around. It's pretty weird. I don't know how they work. But we've got that in there. We also need to put a log or a ladder up here if we can. So you can actually have that going to the top. So again, if you're in survival and you decide to build this, which I think to build these sails would be nuts, but you can at least then jump up a little bit of it. Because I know you guys love doing that kind of stuff. Or even do some parkour type stuff to get to the top. Maybe have a chest up here or something. For no apparent reason, but you could do it. So anyway, that's what we've got there. We've also got this bit here, and I'm getting distracted now. Now, what I did over here on this side, because this doesn't really look supported, we've got a support, in a way we've got a support beam here. But we don't really have one on the other side, so if we just put in a spruce wood plank, just to make it different, and then just put in a cobblestone wool, that at least supports it in this middle bit, and it actually looks a little bit more like that could actually be held up, which is quite good. Now, you also notice, for you historical people, yes, these are usually actually sectioned off. Chinese ships are generally like sectioned off into these little sections, and then you'll be able to get these tiny, tiny doors. They're really, really small doors or hatches that go between each of them. And it means that if it gets flooded, then you have all these different compartments. You could, if you want to, build it that way and actually compartmentalize it out. You know, you could have like 2 here, a section of 3, a section of 3, a section of 3 here. So that could work if you wanted to. And I would advise using like something like spruce wood instead of the dark oak, just to make it a little bit different. The reason I haven't done it on mine is just because it kills your detail a little bit. So if you're using something like Conquest, you know, you're not going to be able to get in the level of detail because it's going to be really compartmentalized. You're going to lose quite a lot of blocks, and you won't be able to, you know, separate like, you know, your foods on here, having the open barrels and things here. Maybe we've got some little bits of grain, little bits, you know, all of this kind of stuff would kind of disappear. But you can compartmentalize it like traditional ships, and especially the modern, still the sailing junks that are being built today. So there you go, little historical fact for you guys, and also why I haven't done that, which is a bit like unlike me. But yeah, Right, let's get on to this bit. Okay, so now what we're going to do is something really difficult. Now, I've just been kind of trying to deconstruct this for a little while. I'm going to need to refer to this quite a lot, so please, please, please be patient with this section. If you're tired, take a break, good damn it. But yeah, it's really difficult because it's not kind of standard. It's very shaped, I guess. It's not like the other one, which if you found difficulty with the other one, you'll struggle with this one. But I'm going to try and take my time, and well, just be a little bit slow with this one. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it a little bit differently. We're actually just going to start down on a slab. So where you got your rope log, we're just going to have a slab down on the front. Then we're going to have a 2, 1, 2. This is going to be 2 going this way. Then we're going to raise up by 1 slab. Okay. So we've got that. That's our little first section. Now what we're going to do is we're going to have a 2. So you're going to raise up. We're going to have 2 here. It's going to go out this time. So you go 1, 2, like that. And then I need to already have a look. There you go. So we've got 2. Then we've got 3 going across this way, but it's, yeah. So we've got the 2 there. And already I'm going to have to, yeah, I am actually going to have to fly over there. So you can see how difficult this is. So it's 1, 2, 1. We've got 2, 3 going on that level, but it's also moving out with 1 and then 2. So there we go. So we've got this next one will be just raised up by 1 there. So we've just got 1 slab there. Then on that same level, we're going to have a 2. Okay, so that's the important bit. On the same level, we are going to have that 2, I guess, there. So now if we fly back over, so we go, that was that bit. We're then going to have 1. Then this, oh, it's just stupid. So, already, again, this is 1, 1 off this one. So we're going to go 1, 1. There you go. So you just get 1, 1 on that same level. Then it goes out again with a 1. Right, so how are we going to explain this? What you should see from the top. Let's do it that way. And don't worry, the other ones aren't as bad as this. The next one is actually pretty easy. It's just this one is like a halfway, because I wanted to get the spacing correct and to make it look right. And in doing so, I've made it really difficult. But we got, if you're looking at it sideways, kind of going outwards, and if we just switch the weather back, because it's a nightmare. We've got 4, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so you go 4, 3, 4, 1. But on the side, now this is moving up on like a vertical with the slabs. You got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1. And I believe that's right. And it's not. It's 1, 1, 2 here, or 1, 2. So I actually need to lower this one down by 1 slab. So you can see how even I'm having to check. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And that sounds a little bit better. So there we go. That's what we'll get. Now I'm going to have to fly over here again and check. So I've got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. And that actually is the same on the other side. So what we're going to do before we do anything else is just do that on the other side. So we've got this. And all you need to do is just, actually, what did we do last time? We put in a piece of wool, didn't we? And that seemed to work quite nicely. So if we just shove some wool in there, that at least allows us to do this. And then match that on the other side. Like that. So then we can get rid of those. And that will give us at least the matched kind of side of it. So the next one is here. So that one should be a lot easier like we did with this one. It's just diagonal, so we just need to find the starting one, and it's just 1 lower than the next lot. So if we go to the rope, if we just go down 1 slab here, we're just going to go 1, 2, and this is just going up in slabs this time. So 1, 2, 3, and then we've got 4. So that's all on that same level. Then we're going to move out, and we're going to have 2. So 1, yeah, typical, 1, 2. And then we're going to have 3. 1, 2, and then 3. And then we're going to have another 3. 1. Is that right? Yeah, 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Get there in a bit. So there we go. So what we've got is we've just got slabs going up directionally. And from the side, we've got 4, 2, or from the top even, 4, 2, 3, 3. So hopefully that makes sense. Now this one is, again, a little bit different. This one we're going to have a look at. So it's stair, stair, stair. Then we got a slab on that same level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one section by section, I think, because it is, this one's completely and utterly random. So we've got stair, stair, stair. and then a slab moving out. So there we go. Right, let me have to have another look. So it's right next to that one there. Okay. So if we grab our stair, just move outwards onto this bit. So we're on top of that one. We go stair, stair, stair. And I'm going to move out, but if you have a slab here on the back and then move it out like that, we'll get that one there. So there we go. That gives us the stair, 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 slab there. Then we're going to go stair, stair, and a slab moves out. So there we go. So on this same level, so we're going to have right here, stair, stair. Oh, not like that. So on that level, slab, stair, stair. But we put in that slab earlier, so we just got stair, stair, and then we're going to have a slab again on that level, just moving out like that. They're going to have stair, stair, and a slab on the back, and then a stair going out. So there we go. Stair, stair, stair. And then a slab on the back of this one this time. And then we got a stair moving outwards. So we'll have an actual stair here, like that. Yeah, that's it. I knew you guys were going to hate me for this one. So we got stair, stair, stair. Slab that's moved outwards, but it's on the same top level as that one. Then we got stair, stair. Again, a slab that's moved outwards. Start on that top bit. Stair, stair. Slab on the back this time. And then we're going to move out with the stair. So in terms of the actual blocks, you got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a 1. Now, one thing that I've just remembered that we've forgotten about is to put on the other side as well, which I am guessing should be the other exactly the same. Whoops, I didn't mean to paste that. So we've got 4, 2, 3, 3, and then 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. Oh, there's an extra one there. Okay, so on the other side it's a little bit different for the top bit, but the other one is actually fine. So I'll just go through that now. So we've got this one here. So all the slab ones that we missed out last time are going to be just moving upwards and just following this line that we just created. There you go, you can see that now. How that works in. And this one, if we just put in blocks right next to each of these blocks, again, because there's only one bit that's different. So then we're just going to match this. So stair, stair, stair. I did look then. Then we got a slab moved on the inside. Then we got stair, stair, a slab there, stair, stair, slab there, and then this time what I've done is I've actually had that there, which is now confusing me a little bit. But I think that one's just moved outwards, or it could be on top, in fact. And I think it actually probably should be on top, so we're going to actually move that one over to be on top instead of it sticking out, I think, because that looks better. There we go, and that actually makes it even. So maybe I did it wrong on one of them, or on that one there, which means my schooner as well will be out. There we go, we've got those two, so we've only got another 2 left. This one luckily is just stairs. So on the next one, just got 3, 3, 3. So we can do that really, really quickly. So where's that one located? It's on that one there, on the front of it. So there we go. If you grab your stair, just find the next one here. Just go forwards. We're going to go stair, stair, stair. Then we're going to move outwards and do stair, stair. Got that. Stair. So we've got stair, 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 and then another set of stairs. So we go stair, 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 like that. So that's all it is. So it's just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and it's just going straight up with stairs. So that one's a little bit easy. It's just these bottom bits that are a nightmare. And it gets worse if you start to do my bigger ships of these. So yes, it does get worse. There we go. If we just put these in, then build these on the sides. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3. I got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. Now the next one, we've got stair, block, stair, block, stair, stair. So that's not too bad actually. So stair, double. So we go to this one again, go forwards of that one. So we've got stair. Then we're going to have an upside down this way, and then normal one up. Then we're just going to have a stair. Stair like that. Now, I think this is almost straight, except for the last two. We've got stair, double, and then 2 stairs. So we go stair. We're going to have that double piece, so we're going to need to have an upside down here. Like that. then that one there. Now we're going to move outwards. We have a stair and a stair. There we go. Oh my god, it is so stupidly complicated. This was, it was in my nightmare when I was actually trying to figure out this design for all of these sails. So if we do the same on the other side then, so we got the upside down here, that way. We got that one. That way there, there. And I've just got stairs on these bits, so we can just put that in there. Okay. So, we're almost there, guys. We are really almost there. I'm so sorry that this is so complicated. There is honestly no other way of doing it simply, I don't think. I think this is kind of what we got to make this kind of sail. Now, like we did on the back one, we're just going to join these up straight. And, again, you don't want to see them on the bottom, so I'm just going to take that one off. We're just going to bring this up. And we'll actually see in a bit. Actually, that's a little bit different. So this one is going to be slightly different. I'll see what I kind of come up with, but just bring these up as much as you almost can. There you go. So you can see that one actually changes and goes outwards. So I'm actually going to just pull those out. And it doesn't matter. Remember, with sails, they are organic type things. So don't worry about it being like kind of off. So there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring that one out there. And there we go. And that will go... This one will actually go behind now. So it's actually going to go behind to there, maybe. Actually bring that one out. And then we have that there. So this is a bit more of an organic one, because it's bigger. So there we go. So we're using that as a kind of like a base. And then obviously we'll connect it across here as well. And I'm not actually going to look at the other one, not that much. Because I don't want to do the same. I want to do something a little bit different. There we go. So that one will then move to this one. I'll leave it there. So I'm just doing this section first. And like I said, we'll do that one in a bit. There we go. So that goes to there. And then maybe this one will go to there instead. Or this one can actually go straight up, I believe. Because it's closer to that bit. And yeah, I will start to bring that one up. And then this one will be a little bit more like the other one that we had down there. So there we go. And again, this is something, sails, and these Chinese ones are really, really weird. They're really weird, and there isn't really a technique for it yet. I haven't figured one out. And I don't know what I just deleted. Did I just delete a block? No, I just took out one of these, I think. There we go. So pushing that one. Keep that one there. Choose that. No, that's fine. Now keep those there and put one down there. Okay, so that's giving us that. We're then just going to bring these up as much as we can, really, on this next section. This is why we want to start rounding it. Now, I'll probably want to knock that one back. Actually round it there. Get that in. Now I'll just have that go to... Now I've got mine one block short. And I've actually pulled it over as well, I think. So I've actually pulled that over a little bit. So there we go, pull that in. And again, hopefully this helps. I don't know if it does help me doing it with you guys. I know that some people it does because they are natural, but all I'm doing is just trying to figure out the spaces, and I'll shape it later on. More than anything else, that'll be the main bit that I do later. So yes, we got this. Don't like that. Or unless we do like that, and then round it there. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. So you can see that this one's really straight. That'll change in a bit. I'm going to knock that one behind there. And have that going in behind there as well. Okay. So you might have something like this, maybe. And I think we need to bring this one up to there. So you got like it rounded there, and we got it rounded like back. And it's just, if you guys want to definitely copy this, we've got one there, one there, two, or 4 in total blocks, and it just goes down. I think my other sail might be higher. So again, I think no, I haven't done something different. This is actually the same. It's just that I've knocked that one down a little bit, which again is completely fine. It's organic. So there we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock this one back here, maybe even that one back. I'm going to push this one, these two forwards. I'm going to push that one forwards. Also, I'm actually going to push that one back and put that one in there. So that's like it's catching a bit of the wind there. And same with this one. And same with that one. And maybe even down here as well. So it doesn't look that detailed, really. We could even... Yeah, we could actually knock that one back. And I did put on a weird little squiggle here. I don't really know about it. I don't really like the squiggle. I think that looks alright. That actually looks alright. So all you've got to do is try and shape it a little bit. Make it a little bit random. But what we'll do now is this. So I haven't seen this yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's nice and easy, isn't it? So on the front, just grab your fence. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. Attach on the back. 2, 3, 4. Attach on the back. 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Just going up. Now the next bit that we've got is like a mast-to-mast rigging. So just got diagonals going most of the way up, really. And then I'll just attach in. So some of them do actually have rigging like this, and actually have a little bit of the rigging tied in. Some of them don't. It's there isn't really a hard and fast rule. Now I need to double check that bit again. So there we go. I'll show you guys. So if you just grab your fence, and from this back mast, we're just going to go there, up, there, up, there, up. It's going to go diagonal for a little bit, and we'll figure out how it connects in. I'm pretty sure it just connects into the top. Yeah, it does. So we'll see where this goes. So maybe this one will go 1, 2, 3, then move out 2, 3, 1, 2, and what I'm going to do here, and again, because this is organic, I'm going to figure out what works the best, and probably that would 1, 2, like that maybe. Just connect it in. And by the way, it does not matter if it's perfect or imperfect. In this case, it's pretty imperfect because you kind of want it to be. You don't want it to be perfect. So I'm actually going to attach that one there, and I can't keep that one there, but move that one over to that bit. I'm still not happy with that, really. So maybe we'll do that instead. But even that doesn't look right. So I am going to actually move this here. And this is like personal preference rather than anything else. But yeah, there we go. So I'll have something like that, maybe. So I'll have like the flattened bits there, because you can hardly see it in the sail. That's it. Wow, we did it. Sorry it was such a pain. Those sails are absolute nightmare. I know that they are. But hopefully you guys didn't get stuck on them. As long as you got the framework and you were able to get that, even that horrible bit down the bottom, it's fine. I think the only thing we need to do now is just put up some ladders on this as much as we can. Of course, you can't go to the top of this one, but you can on the other one at least. You can get up pretty high, you know, up to there, for example. But that is it, I think. Yeah, it is. It is. We're done. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. If you did enjoy this tutorial, make sure to give me a comment, like, and a subscribe as well. You know, tell me what you liked about the tutorial. Tell me if it was a pain in the ass. I don't really care. I mean, if you got there, brilliant. If you didn't, then try to watch it again. And, you know, watch it without building and then watch it trying to build and pausing it along the way to see if you can actually get it. But if you do use it, make sure you credit me for the design. Simple little thing. It helps me out loads. If it gets my channel up, then I make more of these, so you guys get more content. But that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Okay, and before I actually go, because I completely forgot about this bit, the kind of final tour of what I've actually done. This will mainly be, you know, Conquest specific type stuff. Just to give you guys some ideas, I'm just going to quickly go /v because I am on my server, and otherwise I don't want to ignore people. If they don't know I'm here, at least then, you know, I'm not ignoring them. But all I've really done is made mine more of a fishing ship, so I've got it off a small island at the minute, which will one day probably actually have some sort of Asian buildings whenever I get around to fully learning that style and experimenting with it. But yeah, what I've got is I've put on a couple of nets and a couple more crates and things. So got some nets, we've got like bottles, we've just got some mainly just junk, you know, lots and lots of crates and boxes, some nets again, a little bit of straw as well, more nets, so that's everything. Some food that's gone off, so this is some fish that have been left out in the sun for a little bit too long. Some more floating nets this time. I'm not too sure about those actually, to be honest. I might just knock that back over onto there instead. Maybe. Got a little bit of food just hanging up as well. So I actually got some like food on board, but just over the top. Over here, there you go. You can see some fish. I've got the actual chimney that I put in. I did actually have it coming out of the top, so it's actually going out there, and then it's actually got some smoke coming off it as well, which I thought was kind of quite neat. I've tried to make the smoke, which is animated smoke in Conquest, going to get pushed a bit more than it usually would because of sea winds. But on here we've got, a broken bottle, so this person drinks a bit too much. Got some notes as well, so maybe that is his like papers of direction wherever he's going. And yep, here's his nice wheel. There you go, you can see the actual wheel texture in Conquest. And a couple of these, like you can see the actual different types of fence gate that there is in Conquest as well, like a more Asian type one, which looks really good. But that is mostly it. Just a different type of trapdoor for these, and this one actually ended up doing spruce wood apparently. So I actually changed that one up from the original. So that must have been in the interior part. Also, the birch forest for the red. You probably noticed as well. So in this actual cabin, what I've got is quite simple. Like the bookshelf that's got a cloth over it. Got that one. We've also got a nice little chest of drawers there. Really, really small, simple seat. As well as this carpet that we showed you guys, or I showed you guys how to make. I think mine was a little bit different. I don't remember if I put in a door. If I didn't put in the door, make sure you just put down a block there, put in the door, and then actually have a slab going down. I think I did, but I can't remember. So we've now got the actual driving mechanism as well, which I haven't actually connected on. I've got some fish up there, but it's fine. I might have done the same there. A couple of little weird shelves, and you've actually got like a little cooking area here. Some pots, some food. There's the actual chimney that goes up. There's a little bit of steam there. That it's a bit broken. That's what I was trying to show. That this is quite an old ship, and the actual cooker itself is actually, well, the pipe is a little bit broken, so a little bit of steam comes out, or smoke. Couple beds. Just got 2 beds. Bunk beds this time. I don't really think that's very Asian at all, but that's what I went with. So there we go. We got that. And some more crates and just more stuff in general. A little bit more hanging fish, so it'd sell pretty whole room in here, as well as some shelves and things like that, as well as a little chest on the side for belongings. In the actual hold, I've tried to separate things out. So this is what I actually recommend if you've got Conquest, is try to separate your material or your cargo out, so that if you wanted to load it or unload it, it'd be quite easy, or easy-ish. So I've got like just normal crates there, bigger crates there, a little bit of food on the side. We've got some gold coins which have fallen through. That was the idea anyway. Those have fallen through from someone's pockets at some point into the hold. We've also got all of the grain here, so maybe it is a merchant ship rather than a fishing ship. Maybe, yeah, no, could be. So they've got some grain, or maybe they do both. They could be going from port to port, but they're also fishermen or something. They're trying to change up. They do things. We've got water. This is quite important, just having the barrel. So that's the deep ocean ones, or is it ocean? It's one of them that has just the top is completely solid. So we've got those, and that's for fresh water. So those are really important. And then we've just got more food, more crates, and then you can see how this one's just like a load of them, like variation-wise. So there you go. It gives you that, as well as all the hanging foods, and using the different biomes to get different things, and then going up here. Pretty easy. So I mean, there's not too much really to say about it. Just some water as well in a little pot outside. I was quite lucky that one actually had the water like that instead of the other one, so you do get lugged out sometimes. But that's all I've got for that one. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the tutorial anyway. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one.